Hello student, in this video we just discuss on nature reserve, tribal populations and rights. What is nature reserve? The nature reserve is nothing but the tract of land managed as to preserve its flora, fauna and physical features. That means all the reserve sources in which sanctuaries, national park, they are included in this reserve one, but they are differ from the nature reserves one. A nature reserve is an area of land that is protected and managed for various ecological reasons. Which one are the different reasons? So, in which particularly it could be a designated to protect and reserve wildlife, flora, fauna, geological features, or other special interests that plays a part in our ecosystem and Earth's biodiversity. So all the animal and plants as well as also the ecological things they are protected by in a nature reserve. The habitats that has its flora and fauna near endangerment are of particular concern because of all the human activities and concern all the aspects to the environment one. So they are goes to endangered one by the human being. They are often protected and conserved in a nature reserves to prevent them from extinction and also to provide study, research and nature appreciation opportunities to the scientists also. So all the preserved and the protected areas or the biodiversity, they are given to fulfillment for to study as well as also for to the scientific purpose. Normally it is more strictly protected than the national park are nothing but a nature reserves. There are a different nature reserves and they are classified in a different categories. Those they are enlisted here. The strict nature reserve, totally banned to the human being. Then second one, wilderness area that is only given to the wildlife, national park. Some hinders or the human being are also goes in this particular national park one. Natural movements of feature, habitat or species management area, protected landscape or seascapes one, protected area with a sustainable use of a natural resources. So these are the different categories of a natural resource and also protected by the different NGOs as well as also the state or the national governments are also given to a different policies applying to this area to protect and conserve the wildlife or the biodiversity one. The features of reserves. The nature reserves differ from a national park usually in a being smaller and having as its sole purpose the protection of nature only. Then second one, the endangered species are often kept in a reserves and away from the hunters who brought them close to extinction. That means those species they are endangered or the extinct one, they are protected or conserved under the under the nature reserves one. In the United States, the numerous wildlife refuge have served this purpose, especially with respect to the birds one, they are also given to a protected one. Nature reserves are also numerous in Europe, India, Indonesia and some African countries. Now we comes to the second topic are nothing but the tribal population in India. First of all, what is a tribal? Then what about the tribal population and their rights? In India, the tribal is nothing but the relating to a group or the community with a similar ancestors, customs and the traditions one. There are 573 different tribal communities present all over the India. This is the largest population of the tribal people in the world and lived in a forest as well as also in a hilly area as well. Because all these tribal communities, they are present or they live in the forest as well as the hilly areas, and they are also communicate and given to their food, shelter and also other things from the particular forest and the hilly area as well. It is the duty of government to take care of their interests and ensure them equal rights in the society are nothing but the rights given to the tribal population by India, by Indian government. All these different tribal species or the race, there will be a one of the largest tribal group of India are nothing but a Bhil, and this Bhil is the largest tribal group. They are present in the Indian population. In Madhya Pradesh has also the highest tribal population they are occur throughout the India. The tribal art of this particular community are nothing but the Bhil tribes in India is called as Bhil art one. They are well and also very interesting. The tribal population in India and their strength and distribution is given a different way. The tribes in India are spread over the length and breadth of the country. They are vary in their strength in a different states from few hundred to the several lakhs one. So on the basis of their distribution and strength, they are differentiated or classified in a different way. So what about the classification? First one, those incorporated in the Hindu social order, that is, who have accepted the caste structure. For example, Will Bhumji is one. Then second one are classified group are nothing but a positively oriented towards the Hindu social order, that is, they they have not included themselves in the caste frame. For example, the Santlas, Oran, Munda and Gonds also. Then next one, third, the negatively oriented towards the Hindu social order. For example, Mizos and the Nagas tribes one. Then fourth one, indifferent towards the Hindu social order. For example, here given some tribes of Arunachal Pradesh. So all the tribes, they are different way categorized or the classified throughout the India depending upon their strength and also the distribution to a particular local areas. The tribes or the tribals having two different groups. The tribals living in a different states belong to a various racial groups one. For example, they are given in Proto-Australoid, which includes the Santlas, Munda, Oran and also Bhumij, and Mongoloid, which include the Garo one. So there are different racial groups given to a tribes one throughout the India. They are also given us some linguistic groups, and these linguistic groups are Austric like the Santlas, Munda, Bhumij, Dravidian like Oran, and the Tibeto-Chinese like Garo, Bhutia, etc. one. The some groups are also differentiated on the basis of their economical strength. So they are differentiate food gatherer, cultivators, labor social, and the religious categories also. There is also a wide range of variation in their level of development and their level of social cultural integrations. But there are also certain similarities that are found in these particular tribes. The tribal as a whole are technologically and educationally backward tribes or the individuals one. So the government they given the summer rights to such a tribes or the tribal populations one. The Indian Constitution has provided special provisions for to the tribal peoples for their safeguard and their interests also. The Indian Parliament or the Constitution, they states the Article 15 of an Indian Constitution that the states shall not discriminate any citizen on ground of religion, race, caste, sex, place of birth, or any of them. So, under the Indian Constitution, all these tribes or the tribal population, they are protected and gives all the rights for to the conservation and also to live in particular world. So, the Article 13 1 of the Constitution of India guarantees the tribal people right to own a property and enjoy it in any part of the country to its own way and given to the sustainable life or the development to the particular tribes. There are different parts of Indian Constitution to the particular tribal population. So, the Indian government officially recognizes the two types of the subcaste one. So the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes one. So the percentage is also differ on the basis of they are given to or gives the particular caste. The measures for the tribal population or the tribes one. So which one are the different measures and given to growth or the achievement. So in which the reservation are given to the particular tribes on the government services one. Then after welfare departments, they are placed in these particular states. Then also the government provides different vocational and the technical training for educational facilities one. Also improve their ethical as well as also the social values by a different way. So different measures they are applying for the tribal populations. So in this entire video we discuss on the what is a nature or the nature reserve. The nature reserve is nothing but the area of land that protected and managed for a various ecological reasons. Then we see the nature reserve and the national park just differ from each other and given to the protection of all the biological things. Then we just focus on tribal is nothing but the group of relating communities with similar ancestors, customs and the tradition one. Then after the tribals living in a different states belongs to the various racial groups one, and the Indian constitutions are also given the different or the provided special provisions to the tribal peoples to increase their value or the ethics one also. Now the time for questions. In this entire topic we just discuss on nature reserve, tribal population, their rights one also. So for the definition one will be asked nature reserve, define tribal, then write a short note on tribal population. Then question number second they will be asked different multiple choice question in which the first one a reserve is an area of land that is protected and managed for various ecological reasons. The options are given biological, nature, wildlife. The answer is nature. A nature reserve is an area of land that is protected and managed for various ecological reasons. Then second multiple choice question. The Constitution of India has provided special provisions to the people to safeguard their interest. The options are given tribal, poor, Indian. Answer is given here the tribal. The Constitution of India has provided special provisions to the tribal people to safeguard their interest. Multiple choice question. Third one. The definition of tribal is relating to a group or a community with ancestors, customs and the traditions. So the options are given related, different, similar. The answer of this multiple choice question is a similar. So In this entire video, we discuss on a nature reserve and tribal population and their rights.